Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into something you've probably heard about a million times, candlestick patterns. But here's the big question. Do they actually work? We're not going to guess. We're going to look at a massive, data-driven investigation to find out. All right, let's get right into it. We've all seen these charts, right? You hear about the bullish engulfing pattern and you're told it's a sign a stock's about to shoot up. Or you see a hammer and think, okay, this is the bottom. They're presented like it's settled science, like it's a fact.
But here's the question almost nobody asks. What does the data say? When you test these things at a massive scale? And that's exactly what one really rigorous study decided to do. We're going to forget all those perfectly cherry-picked examples you see online. The real question is, what happens when you throw millions and millions of data points at these so-called truths?
And, this commitment to just sheer scale is what makes these findings so powerful. When the researcher was asked if they were really going to test every single ticker, the answer was just yes. We're talking over 5,000 stocks on the NYSE, 10 years of data analyzed day by day. And that includes everything, the winners, the losers, even the companies that went bankrupt. No survivorship bias here. So the first big breakthrough in this whole investigation was realizing that just asking if patterns work is, it's the wrong question. The study found a really fundamental flaw in how most of us are taught to even think about them. And here's the core problem, right? These patterns, they don't just magically appear at the perfect market top or bottom. The truth is, they're everywhere. You see them in uptrends, downtrends. When the market's going nowhere, they just pop up all the time. So if you're only looking at the shape itself, it has basically no statistical power. It's just noise. Okay, so the study completely reframed the problem. Instead of a simple, do they work, yes or no, they asked a much, much smarter question to get a way more useful answer. And here it is, the million-dollar question. Once we already know the market's trend, do these candlestick patterns add any new information? Think about it. We know trends are a thing. The real test is, does seeing a bullish pattern tell you anything more than just knowing you're already in an uptrend? Is it a real edge or is it just redundant? So how did they test this? The method was actually brilliantly simple. Just 3 steps. First, the computer classified every 5-day period as either an uptrend or a downtrend. Easy enough. Second, it found what they called control days. These are just normal, random days within those same trends where no special pattern showed up. And then, the final step, compare the outcomes. How did the pattern days do versus the normal days? The whole point here was to get a real apples-to-apples comparison. To ask, does a day with some special bullish pattern actually perform any better than just a totally random day that's already in the exact same uptrend? That's the key. All right, so let's get to the first big reveal from the data. What did they find? Well, the result was, honestly, it was overwhelmingly clear. And this chart just says it all, doesn't it? Look at those first 2 bars. A pattern day and an uptrend versus a normal day and an uptrend, they're practically identical. It's the same story for downtrends. What this tells us is that the trend itself is what's doing all the heavy lifting. The trend completely dominates the outcome, whether a fancy-looking candlestick pattern showed up or not. So here's the absolute key takeaway from this first test. These patterns, they're descriptors, not predictors. A bullish pattern isn't predicting a rise. It's just describing a rise that's already happening. It's like a summary of the past few hours of trading, not some kind of crystal ball for the future. Once you know the trend, the pattern adds basically nothing new to the conversation. But hey, the investigation didn't just stop there. They decided to give the patterns one more chance. They set up a second, much stricter test to see if maybe, just maybe, there was some hidden signal they missed. Maybe these patterns only work their magic in a very specific context. So for this next test, they got way more specific. They decided to look only at established downtrends. We're talking price below its 20 and 50-day moving averages, and the 20-day average is pointing down. The question became, in this very specific scenario, can a classic bullish reversal pattern finally give you a real edge? This is the exact situation where these things are supposed to be your hero, right? So, after crunching the numbers on over 3 million of these specific downtrend events, something totally unexpected popped out of the data. One and only one pattern refused to just blend in with all the noise. The results here are just fascinating. Check this out. Most of the famous patterns just failed. The classic hammer pattern, it actually did worse than just a random day and a downtrend. The others were basically useless. But then there was one outlier, the inverted hammer. It consistently, reliably did better than the baseline. Now, the difference wasn't huge, don't get me wrong. We're talking about a 2.1 percentage point edge, but it was a real edge. It was statistically significant. And when you're looking at millions of events, that's not just random luck. Something real is happening there.
So what's so special about the inverted hammer? Well, it's not magic. What the data suggests is that it's just a really good visual summary of a specific market dynamic. It's basically telling you that deep in a downtrend, the sellers gave it one last push to drive the price down, and they failed. It's a clue that they might finally be running out of steam.
And here's the really crucial part. This little edge wasn't just a one-day fluke. They tested it for different holding periods, 1 day, 5 days, even 10 days later. And that small, positive edge was still there. That's what tells you the signal is robust. It's not just random noise. Okay, so after this incredibly deep dive, millions of tests, thousands of stocks, a decade of data, what's the final, ultimate lesson from this whole investigation?
It really boils down to this, and the results are crystal clear. Number 1, trend is king. The underlying trend is way, way more important than any little shape on a chart. Number 2, most patterns you read about in books, they add zero value. Statistically, they're useless. And number 3, the one single exception, the inverted hammer, only works in a super specific context. And even then, the edge it gives you is pretty tiny.
You know, this one sentence from the study just says it all. It perfectly summarizes millions of data points and an entire decade of market history. It's a really powerful conclusion, and honestly, it challenges a lot of what's taught as standard technical analysis.
And that really leaves us with a final, big picture thought to chew on. What if the real edge isn't in memorizing dozens of visual shapes and patterns? What if instead, the focus should be on rigorously defining the market structure and its trend? Because at the end of the day, that's where the data says the real information is hiding.